December 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Holly, present, present. Holly, present, present. Holly, December 7th.
The very first Christmas. This is the Berenstain Bears. The bear cubs love Bible stories, and Papa Bear loves reading them to his cubs. It's Christmas Eve, cubs. Time to settle down for the night, Papa said. Are you going to read to us before we go to sleep, Papa? Asked Sister. Honey clapped. Please? She asked. Papa smiled. Of course. How about a story from our storybook Bible? How about the story of the very first Christmas? Asked Brother. The very first Christmas it is. A young woman named Mary lived in the city of Nazareth. An angel came from God to give Mary wonderful news. The angel greeted her and said, You are blessed by the Lord. Mary was afraid, but the angel comforted her, saying, Fear not, for you are special to God. You will have a baby boy who you will name Jesus. He will be called the Son of the Highest. Mary said, How can this be, since I am not yet married? With God, nothing is impossible, the angel told her, and Mary said, I am a servant of the Lord. At that time, everyone in the Holy Land was to be counted and put on a list. Mary was going to marry Joseph, whose family came from Bethlehem. So they had to travel to Bethlehem to be counted, even though it was almost time for Mary to have her baby. When Mary and Joseph got to Bethlehem, it was very crowded. The only place they could find to stay was the stable at an inn. It was warm and dry, and that is where Mary had her baby. She wrapped him in cloths and laid him in the manger where the animals ate. Nearby, shepherds were watching over their flocks. An angel came to them in a bright light, and they were afraid. Do not be afraid, said the angel. I bring good news for everyone. Today, Christ the Lord is born. You will find the baby lying in a manger. Suddenly, the other angels joined him, saying, Glory to God, peace on earth. The shepherds hurried to Bethlehem. They saw Mary and Joseph with baby Jesus lying in a manger. Then they told everyone they met where they had seen. The King has been born, they all shouted joyfully. After Jesus was born, 3 wise men came from the east to the holy city of Jerusalem. They asked, Where is the child who is born a king? We have seen his star and followed it to worship him. King Herod, who ruled the land, heard about the wise men and their journey. He was worried. Who was this child who people called a king? He told the wise men to find the child, and when they did, tell him where he was. The wise men followed the star that went before them. It led them to the house where Mary, Joseph, and Jesus were staying. The wise men bowed down and worshipped Jesus. They gave him gold and other precious gifts. God told them in a dream not to go back to King Herod, so they left and traveled back home another way. An angel came to Joseph in a dream and told him King Herod was angry with them. He was to take Mary and Joseph to safety in Egypt. So Joseph, Mary, and Jesus traveled to Egypt and lived there until Herod was dead. Then they went back to the town of Nazareth in the Holy Land, and that is where Jesus grew up. That is the very first Christmas for the Berenstain Bears.